A Tale of Two Communities Divided by Perception, written by King Osuman Opong Arnold, Americana. A recent study revealed a startling truth. Over 60% of African Americans and Africans believe that members of the other group harbor negative stereotypes about them. This statistic paints a disconcerting picture of a perceived rift between these communities, a chasm fueled by misconceptions and a lack of understanding. This essay delves into the complex relationship between African Americans and Africans, exploring the historical context, cultural differences, and personal experiences that shape these perceptions. Ultimately, it emphasizes the importance of embracing shared heritage and fostering unity to bridge this divide. Bridging the gap beyond the stereotypes. The relationship between African Americans and Africans is often clouded by preconceived notions and generalizations. African Americans may view Africans as homogeneous, perpetuating stereotypes of poverty, tribalism, and a lack of sophistication. Conversely, Africans might perceive African Americans as disconnected from their heritage, materialistic, and consumed by Western ideals. These oversimplifications fail to capture the rich tapestry of experiences within each community. It is crucial to acknowledge that both African Americans and Africans are incredibly diverse groups with unique histories, cultures, and identities. Reducing individuals to simplistic labels ignores their individuality and perpetuates harmful stereotypes. Recognizing this diversity is the first step towards building bridges of understanding and appreciation. The legacy of history, understanding the roots of division. The historical context of the transatlantic slave trade casts a long shadow over the relationship between African Americans and Africans. The brutal system of forced migration and chattel slavery created a painful separation, severing cultural ties and fostering a sense of alienation. While Africans on the continent grappled with the aftermath of colonialism and the struggle for independence, African Americans faced centuries of systemic racism and discrimination in the diaspora. These divergent historical experiences have shaped distinct cultural identities and perspectives. Recognizing this historical baggage is essential to understanding the complexities of the relationship between these communities. It underscores the need for empathy and sensitivity when navigating cultural differences. Culture clash, navigating different worlds. Cultural differences can also contribute to misunderstandings between African Americans and Africans. Language, music, cuisine, and social norms have evolved differently in their respective contexts. For instance, an African American might find it challenging to relate to the cultural nuances of a traditional African ceremony, while an African might struggle to understand the historical significance of certain cultural expressions within the African American community. These cultural differences are not inherently negative but rather reflect the diverse tapestry of the African diaspora. Embracing and celebrating these differences, rather than viewing them as barriers, can foster intercultural dialogue and appreciation. Personal encounters often provide the most poignant illustrations of the complexities within this relationship. I have witnessed instances where African immigrants were met with suspicion and distrust by African Americans, their accents and cultural practices mistaken for backwardness. Conversely, I've also seen Africans make insensitive remarks about African American culture, failing to recognize the historical context of their experiences. However, I have also witnessed countless stories of connection and solidarity. I recall attending a cultural event where African American and African students came together to celebrate their shared heritage through music and dance. The energy in the room was electric, a testament to the power of shared experiences and cultural pride. These moments of connection highlight the potential for unity and understanding when we choose to embrace our common ground. At the heart of this discussion lies the complex notion of identity. The African diaspora, born out of centuries of forced migration and cultural exchange, defies easy categorization. African Americans and Africans, while possessing distinct cultural identities, are bound by a shared ancestry and a history intertwined with colonialism, slavery, and the struggle for liberation. Recognizing this shared heritage is essential to fostering unity and understanding. It requires acknowledging the nuances of individual experiences within the diaspora, while celebrating the richness and diversity of African culture in its myriad forms. The perceived divide between African Americans and Africans is not insurmountable. By acknowledging historical context, embracing cultural differences, and engaging in open and honest dialogue, we can begin to dismantle the walls of misunderstanding. Education plays a crucial role in this process, fostering empathy and challenging stereotypes. Ultimately, bridging this gap requires a conscious effort from both sides. It necessitates moving beyond simplistic labels and engaging with the complexities of identity within the African diaspora. It calls for recognizing our shared history, celebrating our diverse cultures, and working together to build a future where unity and understanding prevail. This essay serves as a starting point for a much-needed conversation. I encourage readers to delve deeper into the complexities of this topic by exploring the rich tapestry of literature, film, and music that sheds light on the experiences of African Americans and Africans. Consider seeking out narratives that challenge stereotypes, celebrate shared heritage, and foster cross-cultural understanding. Engage in respectful dialogue with individuals from diverse backgrounds, listening with empathy, and a willingness to learn. By actively pursuing knowledge and understanding, we can contribute to a more inclusive and harmonious world where the richness of the African diaspora is celebrated in all its forms.